Hey Don, Barrington Engines here. I guess this will be the next video, part 2 of Fruitiger Racing quick rebuild, ring and bearing, head gaskets, crankshaft. More on that later. But we're getting ready to hone the 4 cylinders. So I have it in our CK10 here. I've already set my dial bore gauge. This is it. You see it close enough. It's a Sun-in. 0 to 1 is a thousandths. Every little line in between there is a tenth of a thousandths. So when I do these blocks when they're new, before they've been distorted by running, they'll all a tenth of a thousandths, top to bottom, side to side, so on and so forth. I've already got my stone set up. Right now I'm going to run a thread chaser through the holes, small block Chevy, so you always put sealer on the threads when you put it in so they don't leak past the studs. For honing purposes, I just use bolts. These things are flexing and twisting once they get up to temperature. So, you know, it's probably overkill what I do, making everything perfect as far as roundness and whatnot when it's original. In this case, I'm going to guess my cylinders aren't going to be all straight and round after, you know, however many runs on nitro that they did. We'll still get them really close. I'm sure we'll have any problem getting our rings to seal. I did get the new rings in already from CP Pistons. If you need anything over there, call up. If you need pistons, talk to Rick Pennington. Great guy, very knowledgeable. He can help you out. So we'll run these through here real quick. 17 of them, like we've said before. Pull them out, put my torque plates on. Already done one side. I'm going to bore you doing all this 2 sides. There is no shortcut to doing this stuff. I still like doing it by hand. I don't like breaking off taps. If you hang on something in there, it's better to sprain your wrist than it is to break a tap off in the block. So we're getting there. We're almost halfway done. We get these done, blow the holes out. I just use oil on the threads for the torque plates. Mainly so I don't screw anything up. Never put anything together dry as I was taught. Learned that the hard way on a pipe thread once. Tapping a hole. Wanted to get it just the right depth, so I'm running the 1/4 inch pipe plug in and out of the cast iron dry. I thought I'm right about there. I was younger, way younger, and lazier. Ran it in dry, too far, locked up, had to drill it out. My father was not happy. I got the old "I told you so" lecture. Sometimes you just gotta, when we're younger, we think we're smarter than we are. And people older than us don't know what they're talking about. So I learned the hard way on that one. He knew exactly what he's talking about. Of course, he didn't say at the time, but I'm guessing he learned that the hard way too at one age, a younger age. So, get this tap, the holes cleaned out, get the torque plate on. I got my stone set up. I'll start with 220 grit. Let's see how crooked the holes are. I can't go far. I mean, I can put in a new ring so I can gap to it, but we want to be able to do this at least 1 or 2 more times without having to buy another set of pistons. This is one of the oldest CK10s around. When we got this, I don't remember the year, but the serial number is only 4 digits. It's 2978. So I'm guessing there's only 2,977 of them made and sold worldwide before we got this one. ARP used to bring us bolts and studs to use in this machine on torque plates, and they take them back and analyze them in the early years. Back then we were in the San Fernando Valley, and we owned blocks for a lot of other shops back in the day. Dennis Fisher, Fisher Engineering, before he got going. We did work for Bob Lambeck before he got the same exact machine. One bolt hole to go. Alright. You know, the newer machines are nice. I step out of frame here and grab some cleanings. But they're expensive. Alright. Grab us a rag. My air nozzle over here. Hopefully the air compressor doesn't go off. Once I'm done using the air, I'll walk in and flip the switch so it doesn't go off while we're having fun honing. Okay, already cleaned the surface. Checked it is flat. Even cylinder number 7 there that we all saw that was blown in our earlier episode. I guess that's what you call this. So just a little bit of oil here. Once we had to repair a block. Night before a magazine article, someone was putting a aftermarket block together. Colleague at Jeff Smith's, it was either Hot Rod or Carcraft, I don't remember at the time. And they put way too much oil in a blind hole. You know, these are not blind holes, these go through the water. Your aftermarket blocks are blind holes. They put too much oil in on the threads in a hurry the night before the dyno test for the magazine article, and they buckled the top of the block when they torqued it. Lifted it right up. I think you could probably Google that and see an article on it. We repaired the surface and sleeved it and everything, so it was all good. Saved a $3,000 block and made a second article happen out of it when we were intended to be in at all. Okay, this is the old head gasket, Cometic MLS. Some people use head gaskets when they do this, some people don't. I have not seen much difference, but I think it depends on which particular engine you're working on, if you have the head gasket on or not. Torque plate. All set up, ready to go. Go over the dowels. Get the bolts started. Run them down by hand. I guess I'm going to keep doing this. I need to clean my shop a little more. Put up some pictures. Super busy. I do get my floor swept once a week by me. So. It's always hot. You start in the center, and you do a circular motion towards the outside. I don't think it really matters whether you're clockwise or counterclockwise. Then when you're done, check them all again in case you missed one. That's easy to do if you have someone talking to you, you're not paying attention, you're tired, whatnot. Always torque everything twice. That way you don't have to worry. Make sure everything's tight. There we go. Okay. Snap-on torque wrench. Got her set. 70 pounds. Go through, do it all quick. Turn here. Snug them up. And go back. Torque them. No, I'm not going 30, 50, 70, whatever some people say. This is just a torque plate. I'm not worried about sealing. I'll do all that when I put the heads on it. Click, click. So, kind of silly to put the torque plate on all four holes when you're only using 2 of them. All right, sorry about that. Had a slight delay there. Had to stop change battery in the GoPro. I still have it pointed to where you see us all, but should be good. Anyway, I put little spacers behind my stones when I changed the battery as they were getting out close to the edge. These are the spacers that go behind the stones. The stones I started with were thicker than the stones I'm using now, so these only took 1 spacer. The other stones are worn a little bit, and I needed another spacer in there. Done. All right, we have 1 hole done. They're not pretty anymore, but they'll work. 200 mile an hour control, at least another 193. Those 2 are done. Yeah, see if I can get this over to show you the difference now. You can see the marks in there where the ring wear is. Cylinder number 4 looks really good. It's it survived the best so far. Anyway, we'll give our other paint the other 4 holes a quick brushing out. Remember, it's full of cement. Well, cement up to here. I'll start with the far one first. We'll save the hard one for last. So number 1, come on down. Okay. And now, the problem child, number 7. It's the one that always seems to suffer. I believe when it runs again here in another week and a half or so, I'm going to put a little bit bigger nozzle in the injector in number 7. Try and richen that one up a little bit. and not run quite as much timing as we did the last run. All right, there we have it. F-motor bad boy. Now ready for me to pull out the rest of the oil galley plugs tomorrow. Wash it. We'll let it sit like that and drip. When I get here tomorrow, we'll roll it over and let it drip on the other side. So, normally 30 miles would not wear out cylinders like that. But this one is under a little bit more duress than your typical engine. You know, a high percentage of nitromethane. A lot of timing. It's just hard on the engines. So if you ever go to the drag races, you see those guys rebuilding the engines between runs, and they don't even get close to looking this good, and they go out again and make thousands of horsepower. So I'm confident this will run fine the way it is in a week and a half when they get out to El Mirage. Hopefully the weather's great. The wind is a tailwind, and they can kick the existing F-motor record, which they own with this engine, a little faster, go a little faster. So we're trying to do it right. I'll probably have another video or two on this build, capping the ring, who knows what else I have time to do. Hard to do all this and run this whole shop as one person, but it's kind of fun. Anyway, thanks for watching. Never enough time to do it right, always enough time to do it over.